Welcome to the presentation of the new project Data Handling, available from MOVISUITE version 2.50. Thanks to the new MOVISUITE project Data Handling, projects can now be stored centrally on the MOVI-C controller. This means that the latest complete MOVISUITE project is available at all times. In addition to the parameterization data, the MOVISUITE project structure is also saved on the MOVI-C controller and can be restored at any time. This supports the collaborative work of several people on the same system. It also eliminates the need to manage and forward the MOVISUITE project file. We want to take a look at the new MOVISUITE project Data Handling using a storage and retrieval system. System Startup Engineer 1 starts up the system with MOVISUITE version 2.50 and creates an IEC project. System Startup Engineer 2 continues the work the next day without being in contact with System Startup Engineer 1. System Startup Engineer 1 starts the system up and is now creating a project. With New Project from Network Scan, they load all the devices into the project. System Startup Engineer 1 then adds a software node for the storage and retrieval system. They divide the system into two system parts with two structure nodes: the travel axis and the lifting axis. System Startup Engineer 1 starts up the system with the Startup Assistant. The MOVI-Kit software module is selected for both inverters. With the new MOVISUITE project Data Handling, the parameters of the MOVI-Kit software modules are now also being saved on the MOVI-C controller. Among other parameters, System Startup Engineer 1 activates the additional function Energy Coupling in the basic settings. System Startup Engineer 1 updates the IEC project, which in turn also updates the configuration data. They then compile the IEC project, log into the IEC editor, and start the program. The engineer generates the boot application and executes the source download to connected device function. These two functions must be performed in the IEC editor after every change. Back to MOVISUITE. The PC devices function no longer needs to be executed because the boot application and the source code have been saved both on the system and in the MOVISUITE project. The following day. The System Startup Engineer 2 would like to continue the work of System Startup Engineer 1. Starting with MOVISUITE version 2.50, System Startup Engineer 2 no longer requires the MOVISUITE project of System Startup Engineer 1, but instead can connect directly to the system and read out the project data. They create a new project with the From Network Scan function and receive the current status that System Startup Engineer 1 saved the last time. Using the new dialog for the device's PC function, System Startup Engineer 2 receives all the device data, including the IEC project archive. The IEC boot application is checked. The project structure is checked and imported, and the MOVISUITE project is restored from this. Data device is loaded. The boot application and IEC project archive are transferred to the newly created MOVISUITE project. In this example, the MOVI-Kit software module is then transferred to the MOVISUITE project. With the structure and software nodes now being saved, it is not necessary to recreate them anymore. In addition, inverters, subcomponents and MOVI-Kit software modules are read out and restored together with virtual access. Since the new MOVISUITE project data handling also saves the parameters of the MOVI-Kit software modules, the energy coupling parameter page, previously added by System Startup Engineer 1, is available again. System Startup Engineer 2 would now like to change the programming of the MOVI-C controller. After opening the ISC editor and logging in, they can go online directly without having to translate the code and stop the system. They are thrilled. There are two options for using the project data handling, including know-how protection. First option: do not save the ISC project archive to the memory card of the controller. If the function source download to connected device is not executed in the IEC editor, no backup of the source code is stored in the IEC project archive. If the source download to connected device function has been executed once, it can only be deleted manually from the memory card. Second option: protect the IEC project archive with a password. The IEC project archive can be encrypted with a password using the project settings of the IEC editor. Thank you for your interest in the MOVISUITE engineering software.